Hi, so thank you for taking the time to watch today's presentation on Geneticide. So why do I want to make this film? Well, it's a love story, it's a morality play, it's a portent of one potential future, it's about equity and levelling the playing fields for all. In this future, everyone is equal. Any impurity or imperfection has been excluded, so the only people born are those who can reach their full potential. Well, I've wanted to make a sci-fi film for a while. I think we've got a good opportunity to start using some visual effects and some special effects. And I think it's important to educate, and there's a message here that says genetic manipulation, is it really a sensible thing to do? We're going to shoot in North London, probably a 2-day shoot. We're going to be using 4K cameras, possibly even 6K cameras. I'm looking for the director to, in a way, to choose some of the technologies and the team there. So, set in 2535, disease and mental illness has been completely eradicated. Population growth is now strictly controlled, and we follow two lovers who try to overcome it all to have a child. So we open in an IVF clinic, or what looks like an IVF clinic. This couple are having their test results scanned and checked, and they're trying to find out whether or not they can have a child. Unique selling points, well, I think it's a good proof of concept for a feature film. We keep seeing forecasts of dystopian future, and then we still seem to march headlong towards it. So let's try and educate and have some fun while we're doing it. And as George Orwell almost said, the best films are the ones which tell you what you already know. And yeah, we know dystopian futures are bad. Well, this is a question we're asking. So my target audience, I think, is probably going to be 16 to 35, sci-fi fanatics, sci-fi enthusiasts, definitely. And we're going to have some elements of horror and body gore as well, which could be appealing to some audiences. As far as festivals go, I think we can get it into things like BFI. Fantas Porto is a specialist festival, and hopefully into Rain Dance as well. Comparable short films, Ballistic from Triune Films, The Escape from Double Negative, and whilst I know there's a feature films, but Gattaca and Altered Carbon have similar themes, Altered Carbon being a sci-fi series on Netflix. So my cast, beautiful people like Carly Kloss, Charlize Theron, Brad Cooper, and I think closer to home maybe Naomi Harris, Matthew Good, Cara Lily Hayworth. You see a few of the pictures of them here. Who we're actually going to cast, well, that's another matter, and again that's open to a decision by the director in parts. My crew, if we go the full Hollywood route, we've got lots of openings and lots of vacancies. I suggest we're probably not going to be doing that route. But so far we have myself as the producer, Orlando is doing the poster, which we haven't quite got sorted yet, but hopefully by the end of January. And I've selected Sierra from the MA programme to write the script. So as I said, we're going to shoot it in hopefully North London, looking for all clinical environment, lots of white walls, something that looks a little bit futuristic. Hertfordshire would be ideal for me, but again it depends on the cast and crew and overall where we can find the right location. So my budget, well, as I said, Hollywood, probably $500,000 budget. If you look at The Escape, which was done by Double Negative, if they'd actually paid people and not called in favours left, right and centre, they'd spent £350,000 on it. They spent over $50,000, which was mainly money from Creative England. Realistic budget, $1,500, and I'd hope to be able to do it for less than that. Bear in mind I own the camera equipment, that's a saving straight away. But the key expenses are equipment hire, if we have to, feeding the cast and crew, and paying expenses for the actors and crew. So my timeline is getting tighter and tighter every day, but we've already started the script development process, so we're in pre-production. We're going to move into production in January. Need to find a director. Once we've got a director on board, we can find the rest of the crew, start auditioning the cast, and we're going to shoot hopefully in February and or March. On into post-production, we need to get picture lock as early as possible. Early March would be good. Visual effects could take up to 3 months. Realistically, we're not going to have 3 months with this timeline, but we'll see where we go. Test screenings in April, and then we into delivery for May the 3rd. So we have a window of time to re-edit and fix things if we need to, and finalise any of the visual effects if we want to improve them. What are the challenges? Well, they're many and varied. Knife and blood, gore effects. There's a health and safety issue with the knives, but also just getting the effects right. These crazy short time scales and the VFX lead times, that's going to be potentially horrific. Stress levels with all the other projects and all the other deadlines. Ethical considerations, the fact that we're not really paying people a proper wage. As I say, you can't make a £350,000 short film for 1,500 quid without cutting corners somewhere. But there we go, a chance to improve my budgeting and pitching and proposal skills, as well as delegation and communication skills, and a chance to improve my people skills, as well as my project and time management skills. So that's basically it. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, I would love to hear them. Hopefully Patricia's going to record a few and I'll be able to get you some answers shortly. Thank you very much.